You hear the word Hollywood, and what comes to mind? Glamour, right? Red carpets, big stars, dreams coming true. For basically a century, it's been sold as this magical place where talent is all you need. But today, we're gonna peel back that shiny veneer. I mean, we've all heard this line, haven't we? It's practically the town's motto. It captures that whole mythology perfectly. The idea that it's this beacon of hope for artists everywhere. A place where, anything can happen. And that's the big question, isn't it? What if behind all the glitz and the glamour, there's something else entirely? A side that's a lot more complicated, maybe even a lot darker than what we see in the movies. Okay, so to really get what's hidden, we first have to talk about the dream itself. What is this incredibly powerful idea that pulls millions of people from all over the globe to this one specific spot? When you get right down to it, it's these three things. The promise that you'll become a household name, that you'll make incredible money, and that your work, your art, will finally be recognized. That's the trifecta. That's the prize everyone's chasing. And right here, this is the pivot. This quote just flips the whole script. Because for the people actually living it, it stops being a dream and starts feeling like a test, a really, really hard one. So if it's a test, what does it cost to pass? What's the real price you have to pay to make that so-called dream come true? Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Just look at how this clashes with the promise we just saw. That fame, it comes with brutal, endless work days. That recognition, it only happens after you've heard no 1,000 times. And the money, well, that depends on you being absolutely perfect all the time. And this is maybe the most unforgiving part. In most jobs, you can mess up, you learn, you move on. But in Hollywood, the stakes are so high that one wrong move, whether it's professional or in your personal life, can just end a career. It's like walking a tightrope with no safety net. That kind of pressure doesn't just impact your work. It follows you home. It gets inside your head. And that brings us to the internal battles, the silent struggles that so many people face behind that perfect public smile. I mean, just think about it for a second. The industry is always looking for the next big thing, the hot new face. So if you're already there, there's this constant, gnawing fear that you're about to become yesterday's news. It's intense. And then, on top of that, there's the physical side. Hollywood has always had these incredibly strict, often impossible beauty standards. The pressure to fit into that box, to never get older, to always be ready for the camera. It's just another layer of constant scrutiny. And really, it all comes down to this. You have to project this image of success, like it all comes easy. You can't show weakness, you can't admit you're struggling, because that's seen as a risk. So you have to pretend to be superhuman, even when you're falling apart inside. This quote just nails it. Your worth isn't about who you are. It's about your last movie's box office numbers, your last award, your latest headline. Can you imagine a more stressful way to live? So we've been talking a lot about the individual experience, but now let's zoom out. Let's look at the system itself, this massive, churning, competitive machine we call the entertainment industry. Just let that number sink in. That's not a made-up figure. For just one role in a movie, you could have literally thousands of actors auditioning. The odds are just astronomical, right from the start. And this slide explains so much. You'd think it's all about who's the most talented, right? A true meritocracy. But that's not the whole story, not even close. Sure, talent is important, but being in the right place at the right time, getting a lucky break, knowing the right person, those things can be the real game changers. It's like an iceberg. We only see the very tip. The stars on the posters, the famous faces. What we don't see is the enormous mass underneath. The thousands of other talented actors, writers, and directors still waiting tables, hoping for that one chance. The successes are the outliers, not the norm. So after everything we've looked at, the personal cost, the realities of the industry, it all brings us to this final, really fundamental question about what the Hollywood dream actually is. And here's the bottom line. The image of Hollywood that we all consume, the perfect lives, the effortless glamour, it's a product. It has been built, polished, and packaged by a team of publicists, agents, and studios. It's made to be sold, not to reflect reality. So maybe we need a new definition. Maybe Hollywood isn't really a dream factory. Maybe it's more like an arena. A place where survival depends on your resilience, your strategy, And yeah, a healthy dose of luck. And that's really the question we want to leave you with. Is that promise of fame and fortune a real goal that's worth the incredible cost? Or is it just a beautiful, beautiful illusion designed to keep the machine running? What do you think?